Know you've been a good friend.
Have you ever looked into your dog's eyes and felt an undeniable connection? It's a feeling that millions of dog owners across the globe share every single day. You see it in the frantic tail wags when you walk through the door, the gentle head resting on your lap during a quiet evening, and the excited yips that greet you first thing in the morning. For centuries, we have simply accepted this as a fact of life. Dogs love us. This belief wasn't born from scientific papers or complex data. It was born from lived experience, from the daily, unwavering affection our canine companions so freely give. But a nagging question has always lingered in the back of our minds, a question often posed by skeptics. Are they just cleverly manipulating us for food and shelter? We, as dog lovers, have always known the answer in our hearts, but we lacked the concrete proof to show the world. The challenge was always how to ask a dog what it is truly feeling. They cannot fill out a survey or tell us their deepest emotions. A nuzzle, a lick, a protective bark. These are the ways they say, "I love you." The quest to understand the canine mind led us to a groundbreaking initiative at Emory University. We called it the Dog Project. Our mission was simple in concept, but incredibly complex in execution. To be the first to train dogs to voluntarily enter an fMRI scanner, completely awake and unrestrained, to see how their brains work. Our first and most important volunteer was Callie, my own dog, a skinny black terrier mix from a local shelter. The training process was painstaking and required immense patience. We used positive reinforcement techniques, breaking down the process into tiny, manageable steps. First, we taught the dogs to place their heads in a custom-made chin rest. The dogs learned to walk up a small ramp, lie down in the scanner tube, and hold perfectly still. So what exactly is this magical machine that lets us peer into a dog's brain? It's called a functional magnetic resonance imaging, or fMRI scanner. You might have heard of MRIs being used in hospitals to look at a person's knee or back. An fMRI is a little different. Instead of just taking a static picture, it measures brain activity in real time. It works by detecting changes in blood flow. When a particular part of the brain becomes more active, it needs more oxygen. The fMRI machine picks up on this increased blood flow, creating a dynamic map of the brain at work. Think of it like looking at a map of a city at night. The areas with the most lights on are the busiest parts of the city. Based on decades of human brain research, we had a very specific target in mind, a small, centrally located region called the caudate nucleus. This isn't just any part of the brain, it's a critical component of the brain's reward system. In humans, the caudate nucleus is rich in dopamine receptors. It lights up when we see a loved one, win a prize, listen to our favorite music, or eat a delicious piece of chocolate. To test our hypothesis, we designed a simple yet powerful experiment centered around a dog's most powerful sense, their sense of smell. So we collected a variety of scents for the experiment. First, we took a sample of the dog's own scent. Next, we got scents from familiar and unfamiliar dogs, and from their beloved owner and a stranger. These scent samples were collected on sterile gauze pads, which we could then present to the dogs while they were lying calmly inside the fMRI scanner. As the dogs lay in the scanner, we presented these scents in a random order. We watched their brains, paying incredibly close attention to the caudate nucleus. The question was simple: which scent would make this pleasure center light up the most? The results were astonishing and unambiguous. When the dogs smelled the scent of their owner, the caudate nucleus activated powerfully. It was a clear, strong signal, a neurological beacon of pleasure and positive association. This particular smell triggered the brain's reward system more consistently and more strongly than any of the other scents we presented. It was the first piece of hard evidence that the bond goes far beyond simple cupboard love. To address the biggest counter-argument directly, we designed a follow-up experiment. This time, we would pit the reward of praise from an owner directly against the reward of a tasty food treat. What we found was truly remarkable. For the vast majority of the dogs we tested, the caudate nucleus activated just as much for the praise from their owner as it did for the food. For some of the dogs, the praise actually caused an even stronger activation than the hot dog. The science of dog emotions extends beyond the fMRI machine. Studies on oxytocin, often called the love hormone, show fascinating results. When dogs and their owners gaze into each other's eyes, both experience a significant spike in oxytocin levels. This is the same hormonal feedback loop that strengthens the bond between a mother and her infant. Have you ever noticed your dog yawning right after you do? It's a phenomenon linked to empathy, and dogs are more likely to catch a yawn from their owner than from a stranger. So what is the ultimate takeaway from all these glowing brain scans and scientific studies? It's simple and heartwarming. The data confirms that your dog sees you as a member of their family. Your dog's brain is essentially classifying you in the same way our brains classify our closest friends and family, as someone intrinsically valuable and rewarding to be around. Every time you come home, their brain is being flooded with the neural equivalent of joy at the return of a cherished family member. Every pat on the head, every good boy, every moment spent together reinforces this powerful bond on a neurological level. By understanding that they value our presence and praise so highly, we can appreciate the importance of positive reinforcement and quality time. It encourages us to see them not as pets to be managed, but as sentient beings who crave and thrive on our affection. In the end, this journey into the canine brain brings us full circle right back to that simple, powerful feeling you get when your dog greets you at the door. For centuries, our hearts told us it was love. Now, science is finally catching up to our intuition. The glowing lights in the caudate nucleus, the spikes in oxytocin, the empathetic yawns, they are all pieces of a beautiful puzzle. When assembled, they paint a clear and scientifically validated picture. The bond we share with our dogs is real, profound, and built on a foundation of genuine affection from their side of the relationship. More than a tasty treat, more than the scent of another dog, the thing that sparks the most joy in their brains is us. The scent of their person, the sound of their owner's praise. These are the things that their brains register as the ultimate reward. This knowledge changes everything. It reframes our relationship with our dogs from one of owner and pet to one of mutual companionship and family. So the next time you look into your dog's eyes and feel that ineffable connection, know that you are not just imagining it. Know that deep inside their brain, a special place is lighting up just for you. The love is not just in your heart or theirs, but it's a measurable biological fact. We, as dog lovers, always knew it was true. And now, thanks to a handful of dogs willing to lie perfectly still for science, we can finally prove it. If this scientific breakthrough amazed you as much as it did us, please like this video and share it with fellow dog lovers. Comment below with your dog's name. We'd love to hear about your furry family member. And don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating science that explains the world around us.